Hey everyone, Smiley TK here, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over the comp I used for this week's Platinum Reset Push, as well as show you the recordings of the actual push. Starting with our Siffy. Last week was a bit unfortunate because I tried to use Siffy for offense and defense in Swift Parry, and it was a little rough because on defense it was fine, my defense was very solid, but on offense it was a struggle. Because I was just too slow. The second fastest champions on the opposing team was always faster than my Siffy because she was just not fast enough, even with the Hegemon on my team. So that was a bit of a struggle, so this week I changed it back up and put her in my fastest gear. These are the stats of my Siffy. Ideally I would like to get her faster, so I'm forced to use Hegemon, because most of the teams in Plat Arena are always going to be faster than me for sure. And with the Hegemon I can make sure I can go first. And for her masteries. And speaking of Hegemon, he hasn't really changed much at all. Pretty much the same exact gear. I pretty much just use him for CC, so I have multiple ways to have him CC with the stun set, with his actual ability, and with this right here. This is mainly what I use him for in arena, so I target their fastest champions on the other team and make sure that I go first. And onto my Solus. I haven't changed much at all with him yet either, pretty much the same exact build. This is not damage efficient, but with the Siffy on my team, I can have a defense up, which will allow me to have a lot more defense, and it's pretty strong like this. But ideally I would like to get more defense here. So he's not that fast, but for those of you that are not familiar with his composition, this is completely fine because I use the Hegemon to go first, and he slows down their fastest champion, allowing my Siffy to cut in. So my Siffy goes, she fills a turn meter, allowing my Kaimar to go afterward, and then my Kaimar pretty much puts everybody to sleep. So everybody on the other team that's fast anyways will just skip their turn. Then my Solus will get to go after my Madame Cirrus if I have her on the team. And here are the masteries I have for him. Onto my Kaimar. I did increase his accuracy a bit. I was waiting for a particular mission before I used my accuracy glyphs, because there's a mission here where you have to use 40 max substat upgrades using a rank 5 or higher, and I was waiting for this before I went all out with my accuracy glyphs. So I did increase his accuracy a bit like that, and other than that he hasn't changed really much. He's still speed tuned to my Siffy, and here are his masteries. And onto my Madame Cirrus. She's the only champion that I completely changed because I realized I didn't really need the immunity set on her, especially with my Siffy. I only had immunity on her before because that's how I had her built, and I didn't really feel the need to change her because the accuracy was decent enough. But now I feel like I need to increase my accuracy as much as I can. So I have her a lot higher now with 700 accuracy. Ideally I would like to get a lot more, but you know, I gotta work with what I have. So that is the build for her and her masteries. Alright, so that is a main team that I use as far as 5 different champions that I swapped my Madame Cirrus in between my Hegemon. And basically, if they were a fast team with the fast aura lead, I was just going to assume that they're faster than me, right? Because like I said, my Siffy's not that fast to begin with. So then I would switch to my Hegemon to make sure that I go first. And if they have a slow team with like a Duchess lead or someone with no speed aura, then I would put in my Madame Cirrus, so then I can just shred their team. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the footages of my Plat Arena push. I hope you enjoy, and I'll get back to you afterward. Alright guys, so there you have it. We finally got our Plat avatar, and I'm so happy about it because that's something I've been trying to go for. I'm really huge into cosmetics in general, and within any game, whether it's a skin, a card back in Hearthstone, or anything like exclusive within the game, I'm always interested in. There's always other portraits I can go for as well, so I guess I'll keep pushing platinum until I get those other ones, and that'll be like, I guess like a nice goal for me, or an incentive to keep pushing myself. And for those of you that are still don't have your Plat portrait, yeah, I wish you the best of luck. I think it's like a 20% drop rate from what I heard. So it's, you know, it's just all RNG. Some people get it on their first try, some people get it on their 17th try. It's just, you know, it's just RNG. But, you know, I hope you guys do get it eventually. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video guys, I do appreciate you guys watching to the very end. And if you did, please make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video.